everybody, back in the traditional stash. That's the best way for it to be. How are you? Welcome, welcome one and all. It is our finale of season 2. The music, says Texas. Deptfordian Louise is ready to go. I hope you're all well. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Hello, Ms. Cusack. Russell Weeks says birthday shout-outs for our cat who's 8 today and my sister Sarah Wheeler for tomorrow. Well, many happy returns to all involved. Yes, my name is Nick Heath. This is Nick's Pub Quiz. It is episode 6, our last of series 2, after a fan-dabby-dozy result last week in terms of our fundraising. Who else have we got on? The Goddens of Harrogate and the Goddens of Reading are together in Reading. Amazing. The O'Gradiators are here. Hi, Pam. Good evening for the Wilmslow Wine Club. Wet and windy Malvern. Good evening, Caroline. Lovely to have you with us. Who else have we got? The Diddery Dodderers. And, well, yes, people waving. Team Quizneyland are here. The Galway Girls. I am very pleased to see so many familiar faces ending our second series. Of course, there will be a little fundraiser for St George's Charity. I know that you were all so generous last week. I'm not going to be bleeding you dry for charitable funds too regularly. If you want to join me for that, feel free. You all dug so deep last week. Then we have more people. Diddery Dodderers are here. The fearsome foursome E.L. James coming from Cornwall. Oh, I bet it's gorgeous down there for the next few days. And Doug and Suze. And yes, well, first of all, cheers to all of the Wicked Wednesday crew. Cheers, everybody. Oh, cheeky little, you might be wondering what that is. Gone for a sort of a rhubarb and ginger gin tonight. Yes, I have. Just mixing it up. I don't mind, no. And also, forget my manners, also a very nice, oh, I'm hearing there's been a bit of buffering, has there? I've frozen. Well, maybe I'm there for, oh, am I back? Anyway, we'll crack on. I always freeze for some people and not for all. Cheers for the Saturday, the Saucy Saturdayers. Cheers to you all. I hope you're well as well. Rachel, Nick, me and Monica checking in, good. Yes, I've gone all Elsa, very nice. Hello to Mitzi. I mean, I think before we continue, I do just have to cover the amazing work that was achieved last week. We raised, between then and now, our Nick's Pub Quiz community have raised £5,500. You add the gift aid onto that, and we are on over £7,000. Absolutely incredible. I have a few little thank yous that I would like to do. To the Magnus gang, to Graham, Jude and Joe, who is finally back in Japan. Thank you to you guys. To Joanne, Hendry Henderson and family, thank you very much. To Peter King and a number of you who adopted the points make prizes mentality and donated the equivalent of your score. So thank you for that £33, I can't even say it. £33.50, Peter. There we are. My beautiful assistant Caroline is with us once more, and she has just put the link up very kindly for any last-minute donations to Rennie Grove. Yeah, if you've not managed to get a donation in time last week, then you can still do that. So if you go to the link that Caroline has popped in there, then you can also add a little bit more. It's open till about 10 o'clock. So yeah, let's see how you do on that one. A little run through of a few other names. Kelly Mongan, Jerry Avery, Rosalind Adam, Jeff Hall, James Hall, Rusty Kellaway, Kevin Pamphilon, Pauline Reaney, Mark Young, Team Rush to the Bar, thank you Matt, Caroline Bachand, Chris Catchpole, Suzanne D, a few of the names who made significant donations. And well, you are all just amazing. Thank you so much. And to all of those, look, who also gave £5, £10, you are absolutely incredible. I think a few of you are having a few problems with the streams. I've switched my Wi-Fi, so I don't know if that's playing a part, but some of you seem to be saying your TVs are freezing, but your laptops are okay. I don't know what's causing that, I'm afraid. Phone is fine, TV freezes. So there's obviously nothing going from my end. It's happening on some of your devices. We'll crack on. Hopefully it'll sort itself out. Thanks, Suze. She says it's fine here. Just a couple more thank yous then from last week, because we really have to. What an amazing amount of money you guys raised. Caroline Johnston, lots of love from Francie Pants. My husband's dad had fantastic care from the hospice in Northern Ireland, Northern Ireland, and we are forever grateful. And also, just a shout to my mates, to Crystal, to Cusack, to Rusty, who I've mentioned, Rosie and John, JR's brother Nicholas, to Hamish, and any others of you that I've not managed to name. Thank you so much for donating. You guys are absolutely incredible. And of course, to Mitzi, who it turns out had already donated £25 before she then offered to double the next 5 donations, which ended up being 125, so she donated another 250, 275 in total. Absolutely magnificent. And also to one anonymous donor who gave £1,000. I know who you are. I know you're with us tonight. You wonderful human being. Thank you so, so much. And also a big shout out to my dad, who's donated a few £100, and that's to ensure that with Gift Aid, we smash through that £7,000 barrier. So job done, everybody, on the pub quiz. It is an excellent bit of work by all of you. You are all amazing. So on behalf of Rennie Grove, many of you would have received the email this week, but they have also done an awful lot of thank yous for all of you. They've been absolutely delighted, blown away. They want to know what we might be doing at Christmas. I've gone all statuesque, have I? Well, it's not working for some people, but maybe something's going on in the world that's slowing things down. Is that bloke launching his satellite again? That screwed us last time, didn't it? And a quick note to the spermologers. Last week was their last night as flatmates in Brooklyn after 5 years together. They vow to continue tuning in even from separate continents. So all the best to you, they said, to Gay Goose Hoglog and your 2 beautiful assistants, especially Tom the mixologist. So those are the thanks done. Yes, honestly, absolutely incredible. Every single one of you that donated. So many gorgeous messages, absolutely touched. And it was also, I mean, I mentioned it in the email, like when we did £7,000 for the NHS, there were like 2,000 people watching. Also a very kind of popular thing then, you know, lockdown was big and we were all cheering on our health workers, which we know we should be all the time, right? 400 or 500 of us, and then those that did the quiz after the live one last week. Just incredible. So yeah, thank you to all of you. Right, we've got a couple of little bits and pieces to come later this evening to tell you about. But in the meantime, I just need to make sure that you know we're going to do 40 questions. We'll do 20 and then have a little drinkable and go through the answers, and then we'll do 20 more. I'm still seeing quite a lot of messages from you guys about the stream and about it breaking up for a few of you. I am going to I might switch to 4G and see if that helps our situation. So let's just bear with me, team. All right, hold on. And we're live. Are we better? Are we better for that? I hope that might sort us out. I'm gonna go with the 4G. So maybe try your TVs again now, because I reckon we might be all right with this. So I hope you're all there. Yes, we're back. Sounds like we're back with a few people. Good. Hopefully you heard my very heartfelt and warm thanks to all of you for the donations last week. I won't keep going on, but it was incredibly appreciated, as I've mentioned. So yes, 40 questions. We put the answers on pen and paper. We don't stick it in the chat. And we know a song about that, don't we? Yes. Don't put your answers in the chat or you're a bit of a twat. It's Nick's Pub Quiz. Thank you very much, Nick, for that theme. 4G, we're back, are we? We're all back. It sounds like, yes, TV's good now, says Chrissy. Yes, Alexis, that seems to be working. The Frimboy 3 are back in. Oh, wow. I should just stick to 4G, really, shouldn't I? Rachel, it's shocking. It generally is anyway, isn't it? It's just this whole affair. All right, so I'm hoping, well, if there's any freezing going on now, that it's definitely happening at your end and not this, because this is all streaming fine and dandy. So I can't help you too much there. Let's hope that in your various parts of the world, it is going as well as possible. Let's just say that Caroline might be a busy girl now. So let's just see how we go. It does sound like a lot of you are having issues here. What a way to end the series with all of these technicalities. Peter Tindley says it's all good in Carshalton, so down the road they're fine. Let's just Should we just try and carry on? Yeah? TV's still playing up. Well, it's I've got a full signal now for you, so I can only hope that we've got a quiz to do. All right, let's crack on, shall we? Let's play Nick's Pub Quiz. All right, question number 1. Make sure that you have put your answers at the top of the answer sheet. This is quite frustrating because it does sound like a lot of you are missing. But question number 1, we will see how we go. What is the capital of Uganda? What is the capital of Uganda? Chris Reeler saying the YouTube app is why there's an issue. It's good with some of you. Hopefully you're beginning to get the questions, or this will all be a bit of a moot point. Question 1, what's the capital of Uganda? Did I say answers at the top of the sheet, Francesca? I meant your team names, of course. I'm getting distracted by our technical issues, you see. I can't relax and do my normal self. Louise says it's all good in Deptford. Well, it's question number 1, what's the capital of Uganda? Caroline may be busy this evening if she's going to have to do a full subtitle for the whole quiz. All right, question number 2. Oh, the selfie. The selfie. What am I thinking? You can see me clearly. Well, I obviously got distracted enough that we didn't do the selfie. Can we do it after question 1? We've never done it before. I know, where I'm in manners. Mobile YouTube app seems good, according to Chrissy. Yes, let's do our next Pub Quiz selfie. Oh, I can only apologise. Phone fine, TV not working. Good. Right. If you are new here, or if you're one of my regulars, it's time to do the Nick's Pub Quiz selfie. Gather round your currently buffering or slightly strange signalled phones and laptops. I'm probably frozen and posed for you already. Such has been the nature of the start of this week's quiz, which is seeming a little bit of a frustration. But anyway, let's see if we can pile on through. It is time for the Nick's Pub Quiz selfie. Let's take it in 3, 2, 1... Did we get it? Did we get it? Good, good. I think it's like watching a language dubbed movie. Well, yes, maybe. Hopefully we got the selfie there for those of you that could. So question 1 was the capital of Uganda. Question number 2. Based on Romeo and Juliet, which musical with lyrics by Stephen Sondheim is set in New York in the 1950s and features the rivalry between the Jets and the Sharks? Harry is advising to cast from your phone to your TV, for those of you that want some help with that. Just making a little note to myself there. That was question 2. Based on Romeo and Juliet, which musical with lyrics by Stephen Sondheim is set in New York in the 1950s and features the rivalry between the Jets and the Sharks? Question number 3. Saltwater, American, and marsh are all types of which animal? Saltwater, American, and marsh are all types of which animal? Question number 3. I'm really sorry to hear about those of you that are having some problems. I don't think there's anything I can do at this end. It's obviously something that's happening on the app in some regions, some areas. Nothing on phone or TV, says Joanne. Laptops seem to be stronger by using it in a browser, by the sounds of it. So that was question 3. Saltwater, American and marsh are all types of animal. A mallow is not an animal, but I like where you've gone with that. No problems in Devon for the Devon oldies. Ed, you've not come with something to celebrate this week. I always feel like we're missing out. 70th, a wedding anniversary. Laura Cusack's got me lovely face on her laptop browser. She's got it in many other places too. Looks like it's an app issue. Switch to web browser. Yeah, that's what's happening. Question number 4. Which snooker player recorded a record time win in the World Championships this week? Hello to Harry Blackwood and happy 21st to Ellie. Tell people to use 4G on their mobiles and they should be good. Use 4G on your mobiles and, well, you should be good. That's question 4. Which snooker player recorded a record time win in the World Championships this week? And, well, the Americans might say here, it is World Championships. Cheers, all. Ooh. Who has prepared themselves for the halftime cocktail, by the way? Are you ready? It's also slightly inspired. We were at Nana's house and we got apples away from our apple tree, but it was also partly inspired by my beautiful assistant's love of all things Scrubs. It's JD's favourite cocktail, for some of you out there who may know. Indeed. All right, question number 5. The emu is the national bird of which country? I've got some options for you, just to help. Madagascar, Australia, or Angola? So that's question number 5. The emu is the national bird of which country? Madagascar, Australia, or Angola? I'm still here, by the way. I better not stay still. You'll think I've frozen again. Did you miss 4? Maybe you did, Jodie. Which snooker player recorded a record time win in the World Champs this week? Sue says, I saw one of those. I saw one in one of those countries. Yeah, go with that. Sounds good. Classic pub quiz questions tonight. Yeah, they sort of are, aren't they? Well, I hope so. That's sort of the point, isn't it? I hope you've got yourselves a drink as well. God, I forget my manners a bit this week, wasn't I? Nearly forgetting the selfie, needing reminded. Question number 6. What 4-letter word can be added before builder, check, and guard to make 3 new words? That is, what 4-letter word can be added before builder, check, and guard to make 3 new words? That one should be all right for you, shouldn't it, team? Think so. By the way, big good evening from Gay Goose and Hoglog. They're very, very pleased to be here. Check, C-H-E-C-K. Nicky, you never get these ones, do you not? Well, hopefully you might. Builder, check, and guard. Excuse me, check, C-H-E-C-K. The Oxford Red Wings say happy birthday to Jake. It's his last day as a teenager today, turning 20 years of age. Ah, very nice too. Oh, my 20s. Everyone over 20s, over 30s going, oh, my 20s. They were a lot of fun, weren't they? All right, we ready to move on to question 7? Had a little think about that. Question 7. What does NATO stand for? Question 7. What does NATO stand for? I like when I finish a question and someone's referring to an earlier one. So Jodie there, as I looked up. What does NATO stand for? Jelly and ice cream? I'm sure they like it. Wasn't quite linked to the question I was asking, but yeah. How are you, Mitzi? Good to have you here. Thank you so much for your generosity last week. Absolutely magnificent. All right, question number 8. Which famous character lived with his aunt and uncle at 4 Privet Drive? Emily says, can you give a shout out to me mum and dad, Claire and Mark, who are doing the quiz from the Lake District this week? They've got electricity up there and everything. Lovely. So that was question 8. Which famous character lived with his aunt and uncle at 4 Privet Drive? Hopefully we've settled in now. Hopefully people have got onto browsers or whatever they need and we're a little bit calmer. Either that or the people that can't do it have all gone out for the evening. I hope you're still with me. I do. Question number 9. Cornwall's designated drivers. Here, husband playing drums, so daughter is my quizmate. Hello, Amy, says Pauline. Shout out to Brenda and Roger, your Nick's Pub Quiz buddies. Of course, Nikki. Caroline says she expects Annie and Emily Harvey to get that one. Question number 9. Isaac, Taylor and Zach were members of which band named after their family surname, their biggest hit coming in 1997, claiming #1 in the UK and America and across the world? I'll give you that one again. Isaac, Taylor and Zach were members of which band named after their family surname, their biggest hit coming in 1997, claiming #1 in the UK and America and across the world? It's a bit of a Ken Bruce style question, that one, for Popmaster fans. All right, let's see how you'll do. Oh, it's 1 year out, you'll get the t-shirt. Sorry, going into my Ken Bruce on BBC Radio 2. Question number 10. Question number 10. Which 3 colours make up the flag of Germany? Thanks, Claire. Which 3 colours make up the flag of Germany? Question 10. Which 3 colours make up the flag of Germany? Hello from Florida! I've gone again for some people, apparently. It's just gone again. Yeah. Lily says, Cornwall's designated drivers are looking to host the World, UK tour. Yeah, I mean, I've been discussing this. If I wasn't continuing my march on the sporting broadcasting landscape, I literally would go, right, next 4 months, 6 months, whatever it takes, I'd hit the road, Nick's Pub Quiz, everywhere. I mean, look, if we do it in 30 years, let's hope the Devon oldies are still with us. Oh, he didn't. Oh, he didn't. He did. Oh, the cheek of it. With love, a joke. Question number 11. Detectives Steve Arnott and Kate Fleming are a duo from which successful BBC police drama? Bobby says, I'll be welcome in Stoke. Detectives Steve Arnott and Kate Fleming are a duo from which successful BBC police drama? Oh, we did, says Mitzi. Oh, well, sorry, we've lost 1 or 2 there. Beth says, Nick's Pub Quiz reunion tour. Well, yes, or just a union tour, as we'll have never been together. Detectives Steve Arnott and Kate Fleming are a duo from which successful BBC police drama? That's your question number 11. Question number 12. Sorry to those that are losing patience with their streaming services, which seem to be having an issue. Certainly those via the app. Hopefully you're now with me again if you've popped back later in the week. So thanks. Yes, no Z-Cars. Question 12. Quarter of the way there, I'm free until 11, says James. Nice. Question 12. Which actor, again in the gender-neutral sense, which actor links the following films? Die Another Day, Jack Reacher, and Gone Girl. And yes, it was on TV this week, and yes, I watched it again. Which actor links the following films? Die Another Day, Jack Reacher, and Gone Girl? Gone Girl with just the biggest anticlimax of a film ever. Anyway. It's not what you expected, is it? Says Jodie about Gone Girl. What do you sort? If you mean, I think I'm watching what's going to be an incredibly twisted, crazy end to a. Oh, we've just sort of agreed to get on with it because they're both mad. Sorry, spoiler alert, but you know, book is much better. Okay, well there we are. Question 12 was that one. Question 13. Who created the comic strip Garfield? Oh yeah, how many of us have seen that and are like, the name in the, yeah, who was that? Who created the comic strip Garfield? Just keep dancing so you know you're still with us, I know. Don't pause and don't do that. Yeah. La 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 la. This is Nick's pub quiz hold music. La 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 la. Question 13. Who created the comic strip Garfield? Still here. Question 14. Hope you enjoyed that. Which of the following is not one of the 7 deadly sins? I'm going to give you some answers, some options here, even answers, probably knowing me. Just ditch the quiz and do that for an hour. Yes, my own gentle hold music, scat music. So which of the following is not one of the 7 deadly sins? Got 4 options for you here. Is it A, envy, B, hate, C, anger, or D, pride? So which of the following is not one of the 7 deadly sins? Envy, hate, anger, pride. I got caught out by this one, as I had a little look and read earlier in the week when I did my questions, not at the last minute. I know, who knew? It's possible, apparently. Of course, tonight we are having some Nick's Pub Quiz wrap party cocktails. I know, check us out. So if any of you are local in Tooting and you missed this memo last week, then there might be a little bit of walk-in room, because I know there are a few of you have booked tables at Goldfinch. We're going to be down there about 9:30ish, in about an hour, something like that. They've got excellent cocktails, lovely people, very friendly, little bar, nice times. The rest of you I know are joining me in spirit, and I will be saluting all of you at the end of this series for all of your brilliant work. So that was question 14. 15. What is the smallest breed of dog in the... let's try again, shall we? What's the smallest breed of dog in the world in terms of height? Rach, you were going to drive over from Twickenham to... Oh, bless you. Well, yeah, understood if you're tired. No worries at all. There'll be another time. It's almost an interrupter, that one, isn't it? What is the smallest dog? It's just what is the smallest dog, isn't it, really? Mitzi can't figure out tonight's theme. Well, we're not really there yet, my darling. We're not really there yet. You'll find out. Because it's the next question onwards, really, isn't it? Wilmslow Wine Club have had to duck out by the sounds of things. This is turning into survival of the fittest, really, isn't it? I completely appreciate if it's ducking in and out and it's doing your head in. You may be frustrated. Those of you that are here, I'm grateful and thankful, because you don't want to go out on a whimper, do you? But hopefully the rest of you are coming back or doing it now at a later time. So thanks. So question 15, what is the smallest breed of dog in the world in terms of height? Or as Caroline has sort of shorthanded there, shortest breed of dog in that way. Yeah. All right, we're into our themed questions this week, and this week was the anniversary of the death of Hans Christian Andersen. And Hans Christian Andersen was, of course, the author of many fantabulous fairy tales. So tonight is going to be a little fairy tale theme. I hope you like it. Do stay with us. Hello to the Devon youngsters as well. And Lindsay says you're inadvertently rapping every minute or so. Am I? There we are. Question 16 as we start our fairy tale theme. In Disney's interpretation of The Little Mermaid, what was her name? In Disney's interpretation of The Little Mermaid, what was her name? Hut Hut Fresno are here. Great. Rebecca wants question 6. What four-letter word can be added before builder, check and guard to make 3 new words? Max Headroom again. Not the first time we've had that reference tonight, is it? Hi Nick from Froome. My hair's growing back well. Yeah, it needs another cut actually. The cut I went for about 2 weeks ago now, is it? Wasn't short enough. I'm hoping to be in Corfu next week. If the world isn't shut down again. If you're going, see you there. So question 16, in Disney's interpretation of The Little Mermaid, what was her name? What was the Little Mermaid's name? Question 17, the 2013 Disney film Frozen was inspired by which Hans Christian Andersen fairy tale? That is, the 2013 Disney film Frozen, question 17, was inspired by which Hans Christian Andersen fairy tale? Team Quizneyland are now feeling a little happier. Well, for how long? The 2013 Disney film Frozen was inspired by which Hans Christian Andersen fairy tale? With Idina Menzel, of course. Or as John Travolta likes to call her, Adele Nazim. One of the funniest moments of live broadcasting I've ever seen. The delightfully wicked Panic. I can't remember her name. I've paid this no attention before. It sounds something like Adele Nazim. Have you had a stroke, John? Oh, absolutely loved that. Look it up if you've not seen it. It's a cracker. Question 18. In the story of the ugly duckling, what does he see and realise when he sees his reflection? So in the story of the ugly duckling, what does he see and realise when he sees his reflection? It's a bit of a free-form answer, that, but it should be fairly straightforward. If you know it, right? Oh, you lost the quiz, Leslie. Question 15. What's the smallest breed of dog in the world in terms of height? And then the next answer that comes up is self-loathing. I love the disjointed nature of it. At times, of course. I hope you're all still with me. Question 19 we're on to now. Are you doing all right there? What was the last question? Well, Anna, what number? That's what I need to know. Anna from Brazil, let us know the number you wanted there, and then I can repeat it for you. Question number 19 then, continuing our theme, the fairy tale theme. Which fairy tale character says that anytime a child says they don't believe in fairies, one falls down dead? Who said that? Which fairy tale character said that anytime a child says that they don't believe in fairies, one falls down dead? Caroline knew. She just knew. She's that good. Be good if she could teleport here and just sort of, write the answers on a board behind me like Carol Vorderman. If we did it live, I've always thought maybe Caroline sort of just sits on a desk next to me and types the questions onto a big screen. So everyone fulfills their role. and Texas maybe stands in a room next door and just shouts, "The music!" But obviously not like he's from Yorkshire or something. But yeah, it's one way we could do it, couldn't it? And my other beautiful assistant, Tom, could just come on from behind the curtain, give me a drink, and yeah. These are all the ways we'll make it work, I'm sure. Question 20 then, rounding off the first half, is The Golden Goose is a fairy tale penned by which German siblings? That is, The Golden Goose is a fairy tale penned by which German siblings? Hoping Caroline will be able to post the answers to. The video keeps dying. God, what a frustrating week it is to round off the series with a bit of a party and someone's not paid the electric. Bit frustrating, isn't it? Yeah, I can see Richard Harvey is saying, can you repeat questions 1 to 7, 9 and 10? I think that's just a bit much. We've got to keep going. If you scroll up through the chat, you probably will find most of them repeated though, because Caroline has been doing that. Yeah, you will find them here. But yeah, it seems to have just been a slightly frustrating evening, which is a touch disappointing. But we'll get through it, team. We'll get through it. Certainly with a bit more work, we'll get through it. That was your question 20. The Golden Goose is a fairy tale penned by which German siblings? They did do some good stories, Edmund. Those are your questions for a slightly disjointed, but we're all here having a lovely time. Wednesday Nick's Pub Quiz! Ho! There we are. Oh, Richard's saying you can't scroll back that far, can you? Well, that's going to be tricky. The music says Texas. We're loving it. It's only frustrating when you don't know the answer. People have got gin. They're not troubled. The likes of Cusack there. Gad McGee, what was 19? Which fairy tale character says that any time a child says they don't believe in fairies, one falls down dead? Who says that, please? Russell wants 20. The Golden Goose is a fairy tale penned by which German siblings? I just read 19, so that was 20. Any other quick repeaters that we want? We can try and see what we can get through. Question 1 was the capital of Uganda. 2, based on Romeo and Juliet, which musical with lyrics by Stephen Sondheim is set in New York in the 50s. Features the Jets and the Sharks. 3, saltwater, American and marsh are all types of which animal? 4, which snooker player recorded a record time win in the World Championships this week? 5, the emu is the national bird of which country? Madagascar, Australia or Angola? And 6, which 4-letter word can be added before builder, check and guard to make 3 new words? Hopefully helpful a little bit. Caroline's doing her best to get a few on screen. I'll just give you a sort of few seconds to get yourselves together, because I know that we've had a few breakups, and if you're with me now, then we can just try and collate a bit. Thomasina wants 11. Detective Steve Arnott and Kate Fleming are a duo from which successful BBC police drama? Jodie says, oh, clinkety clink, Tom! Yeah, oh, lovely Clink response there, Jodie, you got there. High speed quiz catch up. Yeah, should I do that every time? What else have we got? Yeah, Cleona says, good advice, Laura. What was that? What was Laura's advice there? I missed it. No, well, that didn't show on my chat, I'm afraid. We made it, barely, says Carol St. Martin. Well, you're with us, thanks very much. So yeah, just to say, normal services resumed, of course, after the amazing amount of generosity from you all last week. Every penny that was contributed went towards Rennie Grove last week, and we are going to be putting in over £7,000 with gift aid. The government will help a little bit. Here we go. The buffering is probably a Cloudflare, I can't even say it, Cloudflare outage, because the whole internet is down because of it. Is it? Well, those of you that are doing this, well done. Maybe 4G is the best way to go via your phones or something. But anyway, I think most of us are getting through, aren't we? Yeah, if you would like to contribute for this slightly stuttery quiz, which isn't really my doing, but anyway, paypal.me/rugbymedia if you want to stick a couple of quid in my pot as well. But yeah, thank you so much to all of you who did such a brilliant job last week in raising those funds once again. Now then, those of you who got the email this week, which went out to all 803 of you that are signed up, you fantastic lot, a few of you spotted the PS at the end, and you've started contributing, and I haven't really properly told you what it's for. You've obviously worked it out. Here at Nick's Pub Quiz Towers, that's what I'm calling it now. We're looking into a little Nick's Pub quiz book for you. We are. My beautiful assistant is going to see, perhaps, if he can apply his cocktail making duties to a book and bring you all in on that. And we thought if we're gonna do all that, then actually this has got to be a book for all of you guys as well, right? Beginning to put the ideas together. We've had a couple of meetings and stuff. I know. Who knew we would get to this? But the reason we need you is because you've got selfies, you've got the corners of pads you've been scribbling the answers on for these weeks, or a whole pad you've been doing them on. You've got doodles that you've done on the corners of those pads. Some of you have written bits of poems. Caroline's put up the link, by the way, if you forgot to donate to Rennie Grove, because I think it's open till 10 o'clock. So if you've got any last pennies you want to put in that, then please stick them in. But yeah, and actually one thing I'd really like is if you haven't already via a selfie, is if you could take a picture of your team and either title the picture or hold up, I mean ideally hold up a thing that shows your team name, and take some beautiful pictures. And that would be fantastic. And basically we can then make a scrapbook alongside some nice bits of perhaps cocktail recipes and suggestions, and maybe we might QR code a little quiz or two. Who knows? These are some of the plans we've been talking about. So look, we will hopefully bring them to fruition and let you know how we go. But you are the community. You are the people that have made all of this so fantastic. The shaking is occurring, as you can hear. So that's the idea. So the link is at the end of your emails. And I don't think I'll put it in the description, but I will be sending it out again, and I will post it in the September quiz, when hopefully the internet will have calmed down. But for those of you that wanted it or wanted to know what that was all about, that's what it's all about. Click the PS link. It's a Dropbox. You don't need to be on Dropbox or anything. You just upload your photos. Do something special if you want. If you're an artist and you want to just draw a little picture or something as what it means to you. Lindsay, is there a deadline? Not yet, Lindsay. We're open till whenever. We haven't fully planned it yet. I imagine, we'll have conversations with friends in publishing and see what we can do. It might just be something we make ourselves and put out via a photo boxy thing. We might use my beautiful assistant's dad's contacts in publishing and make a few that way. But that's how it's going to be. You'll be involved the whole time. Yeah, we'll hopefully get something nice and simple, not too expensive, that will be a lovely memento of what we've done, a positive memory, and something that we can then also enjoy for a Christmas tipple or two. That is the plan. Yeah, just a reminder to all of you who are in Tooting as well that we are going to be having a little drinky afterwards. So yes, that's all to come. Right, shall we do the answers for the first half of your Nick's Pub quiz? I think we should. Okay. What is the capital of Uganda? It is Kampala. Kampala, the answer to question number 1. Question 2, based on Romeo and Juliet, which musical with lyrics by Stephen Sondheim is set in New York in the 50s and features the rivalry between the Jets and the Sharks? It's West Side Story. Of course it is. Question 3, saltwater, American and marsh are all types of which animal? No, not mallow, but crocodile. Good. Lindsay says we'll put our weirdest dress-up pictures in too. Good. Question 4, which snooker player recorded a record time win in the World Championships this week? Ronnie O'Sullivan. The emu, question 5, is the national bird of which country? It is Australia. Australia was the answers, the answer indeed that you wanted there. Question number 6, what 4-letter word can be added before builder, check and guard? Body builder, body check, and bodyguard. Yes, body, B-O-D-Y. The answer to question 6. Question 7, NATO stands for the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Give yourself a point if you got that. 8, which famous character lives with his aunt and uncle at 4 Privet Drive? It is Harry Potter. Harry Potter, the answer to question 8. Question 9, Isaac, Taylor and Zach. They're the brothers in Hanson. Bop. Hanson, the answer to question number 9. Question 10, which 3 colours make up the flag of Germany? Oh, I've just said someone's uploaded a file. That's why that's made that noise. And now that's going to be interesting. Don't upload things now. That's going to keep happening. We'll see what happens. Good. Right, where are we? 3 colours of the German flag, black, red and yellow. I'll accept gold. Black, red and yellow. That's what I wanted. Detective Steve Arnott and Kate Fleming are from Line of Duty. Line of Duty, the answer for question 10. 11. That was 11 is Line of Duty. 12, the actress. Did you get her? Actress? Rosamund Pike. Yeah, Rosamund Pike. A face you know, the name may be a bit trickier. Question 13, who created the comic strip Garfield? Jim Davis. Jim Davis, the answer to question 13. 14, the 7 deadly sin that wasn't a 7 deadly sin is hate. Yes, envy, hate, anger, pride. For some reason I thought pride wasn't a 7 deadly sin, but it is. So hate is the answer to 14. And question 15. What is the smallest breed of dog in the world? It is, of course, the Chihuahua. Chihuahua, the answer there. Into our special theme of gold, your lucky Germans accept yellow. Well, all right, fine. All right, keep your clothes on, Noodle. The theme of the week, here we are in Disney's interpretation of The Little Mermaid. What was her name? It was Ariel, which sounds like most of you need for your smart TVs this evening. Ariel is number 16. Number 17 in the 2013 Disney film Frozen. It was inspired by Hans Christian Andersen's The Snow Queen. The Snow Queen, the answer there. And question 18, in the story of the ugly duckling, what does he see and realise in his own reflection? He's a swan. He's a swan. Hopefully he saw that he's a swan. Something about being a swan is what you want there. Dirk says gold and I am a kraut. Excellent. Thank you for your personal insight. Well, yeah, a website I had said yellow. I thought, I bet it's gold. So I did use a bit of personal interpretation. I hope you're proud. Let's move on. Question 19. The fairy tale character that says, anytime a child says that they don't believe in fairies, one falls down dead. It's Peter Pan. Nick says we're all swans in Nick's pub quiz. Very nice, Nick. Yes, Peter Pan, the answer to question 19. And question 20. The Golden Goose is a fairy tale penned by which German siblings? Well, of course, it's the Brothers Grimm. The Brothers Grimm, who were, of course, other exponents of fantastic fairy tales. Those are your answers for the first half of Nick's pub quiz. How have you got? How have you done? What have you got? I think a standard dachshund is bigger than a Chihuahua, but well done. Devon Oldies and Youngsters got 16. Rachel and the above, that was it. 16 out of 20 for Milo's Massive on tour in Tooting. E.L. James with 18, lovely. 19 for Katie Morgan. 16 and a half for Cusack. 19 for Hat Fresno. 17 for Rachel. 18 Joe Kremin. Texas, the first half music. Nick's got 15 with a meh. 16 for Clearner. Who else have we got? Chrissy Hart, 16. Dina, 15. Or Dinah. Gradiators with, was that 13 and a half? Oh dear, apparently. Well, there's plenty of time to make up. 16 for Bradley. Maximus for 18. Left Coast Roland, 14. 13, fingers crossed for an easier second half. Good. Did we dot 16? 17 for the Cornish Inquisition. Not bad, as we had to log in 83 times. I know. Well, those of you who have stayed, I mean, you are doing an excellent job. And your patience has been wonderful. 19 for the Rice Slippers, better than Buckaroo. 17, John O'Brien, 13. And, it's my beautiful assistant. Say hi to Tom, everybody. There he is. And, now, what's the... Oh, my goodness me. What's going on here? I think I've got two beautiful assistants in the room. So excited. Welcome to my two beautiful assistants. Now, I'm a little bit confused as to who's going to be giving me my drink here. We've got a suggestion here. Are we going to rock, paper, scissors this? Is this how it's going to be? All right, after 3. Oh, they're going. Oh! We have a winner. Oh, our new beautiful assistant is here. Who is it, they're thinking? Who is it? It's me Tom and Caroline, everybody. And look, he's even allowed her to feed me this week's cocktail, the Appletini. Oh, we kept that secret from you. Oh, we did. 2 assistants, you lucky man, Nick, says Texas. Is that Caroline, says Mitzi. Yeah, it is. She came up to do the quiz. She's been in the other room the whole time. There we are. Look at this, by the way. Slice of Nana's apple in the drink from our trip down to Frinton. Is it actually Caroline? It is. She's actually here. Thank you, beautiful assistants. What a pair. those of you coming to Goldfinch this evening will... no, she's back on the laptop there. She's gone through and she's written surprise. There we are. I'm going to try this. Oh, that is very, very nice indeed. Lovely. I've just realised they were so concerned about doing their double act. I've still got my first half drink, haven't I? I mean, bear with me. Double parked. Can't get the staff now. It's 0 or 2. What a treat. And just a word at the end of Series 2 to say a massive thank you to, of course, my beautiful assistant Tom, who plies me with bar standard cocktails every week and loves making them, loves coming up with them. He's come up with several new ones this season. The Tokyo Mist last week was an absolute treat. The crazy one that changed colour. I mean, ridiculous. And Caroline, who joined these as a mate of mine that I've known for years and years and just started helping out in the corner. I asked if she'd be happy to moderate. She said, of course she would. And she's been doing it the whole series, doing all the question repeating for all of you, setting her fingers on fire on the keyboard to make sure that you're all kept up to date, which is incredibly valuable, particularly on a night like this. So my shout out to my two beautiful assistants. Absolutely. Couldn't do it without them. So thank you, everybody. And thank you to them. Right, shall we get started with the second half of Nick's Pub Quiz? If you've got an apple teeny to join me in the second half, cheers. All right, let's do it. Yeah. All right, let's go then for the second half. Caroline equals Queen of NPQ. Well, quite. All right, we are going to start the second half with our opposites. So these are song titles, as you may well know by now, but if you don't, welcome, you're new. If you're new and you've stuck this out so far this evening with all of its ups and downs, then thanks. So if I was to say girls do laugh, then the answer would be boys don't cry. All right, so let's see how we go then. With these song titles that are opposites, I'll give you the opposite and you write the opposite as the answer. Yeah, have I over-explained that badly? I think I have. 21, Sunday morning. I mean, sort of an opposite. I think it works. Certainly to how you were feeling, I think. 21, Sunday morning. 22, I teach. I teach. 22. They're all quite short, these ones as well. Excuse me. 23, comedy. 23, comedy. That's it. That is it. 24, I'll repeat all these in a minute. 24, thin-topped boys. 24, thin-topped boys. And 25, ugly man. 25, ugly man. So, here are your opposites one more time. 21, Sunday morning. 22, I teach. 23, comedy. 24, thin-topped boys. 25, ugly man. All right, they should be a bit of fun. I think they're quite easy. They're quite obvious. There should be a 5 out of 5, I hope. Team, all right. Ready for Ditloids? I should hope so. These give Caroline a bit of a typing break. They do, they do. Not as many words, anyway. There was that week where I was on to 2 pages. She was like, 26. All right, here are your Ditloids. G and the 3B. Now, if you're wondering what a Ditloid is, then I could give you a clue of 18H on a GC, and that would be 18 holes on a golf course. See? So, your 2 Ditloids, 2 for question 26. The first one, G and the 3B. G and the 3B. And the second one, SW, S for sugar, SW and the 7D. And Star Brightons has put "Get your dits out," and that is what we should have on a t-shirt. I'm a massive fan of that. Get your dits out. What a fan of that I am. So those are your ditloids. Dits out for the lads, indeed. And I think you'll find those were a lovely pair of dits based on our theme this week. Yeah. So G and the 3B, SW and the 7D. All right. Beautiful pair of dits. Let's carry on. Oh, and the Great Rugby Genius quiz are here as well. Of course, I was very honoured to host one of their quizzes a few weeks ago for the great Doddy Weir Foundation. My name's Doddy. Nikki, is there a theme? Yes, lovely to have you here. All right, let's move on. Question 27 after the ditloids. What word describes a person who is between 80 and 89 years old? That is, what word describes a person who is between 80 and 89 years old? Cusack. Old. Robin says, with your banter even wittier than usual this evening, you ever thought of doing panto? Said Ian McCallan's widow talking. I would happily do a bit of panto. Yeah, I've actually done some panto, but it was terrible. Panto touring schools, doing it in their assemblies, 5 people in a transit van, getting up at 4 in the morning because you've got to squeeze in 3 a day. It was horrible. That was when I was aspiring to be an actor. I gave that up. The reality. Oh, no, you wouldn't. Oh, yes, I would. Very good. See? We're doing Nick's Pub Quiz Panto. Oh, you write pantos. Excellent. If you're in London and you go and pantos are back, and who knows if they will be this year, but then the Above the Stag Theatre do a fantastic, filthy panto every year. It is excellent, very LGBT themed, such is most of the content that goes through their theatre, and it is one of the funniest. It's like a sort of gay Viz mag is throwing up on stage in front of you. It's fantastic. That's a good thing, by the way. Right, that was question 27. What word describes a person who's between 80 and 89 years old? Question 28. Obtained from the crocus flower, what is the most expensive spice in the world? That's 28. Obtained from the crocus flower, what is the most expensive spice in the world? Yeah, of course, if we're in panto mode. Where's Gay Goose? Of course, this is a very British thing, though, you realise this. Many of our international friends might be like, what? I never realised. I thought panto was international. Very, very British. Thank you, Karen. Yes, indeed. He's behind you. That was 28. Obtained from the crocus flower. What's the most expensive spice in the world? 29. Which museum displays the painting of the Mona Lisa? Question 29. Which museum displays the painting of the Mona Lisa? Mona Lisa. Museum displaying the painting of the Mona Lisa. Yes, Irish too. Sorry, I've got more Irish blood in me than English, and I still say British, and I mean United Kingdom-ish, which is a nothing phrase. We should have a better phrase for Britain and Ireland, shouldn't we? British Isles. That one is it? Yeah. Shh! Don't at me with your geography criticisms. Question 30. 30. Which great apes are native to Indonesia and Malaysia and are found in the rainforests of Borneo and Sumatra? It's question 30. Which great apes are native to Indonesia and Malaysia and are found in the rainforests of Borneo and Sumatra? How much gin, Laura Cusack? Not enough. James says the panto at the Royal Vauxhall Tavern last year was absolute gold. I've heard they do a fairly filthy one as well. So that's question 30. Which great apes are native to Indonesia and Malaysia and are found in the rainforests of Borneo and Sumatra? Cleona, I will come and see you in Galway. I've got a beautiful cousin over there as well, Jane. So I would love to see you there for a couple of pints of the black stuff. Right, we are into our Name the Years, into our music round with no music, obviously. Our Name the Years have a slightly different detail. They're not successive decades, they are successive years. Okay. Good luck. I was looking for song titles on the fairy tale theme. Good luck. Name the year for Land of Make Believe by Bucks Fizz. Land of Make Believe, Bucks Fizz. Rachel, may be happy. Question 31. Land of Make Believe by Bucks Fizz. What year was that released? Question 32. Year of release for Hungry Like the Wolf, Duran Duran. Hungry Like the Wolf, Duran Duran. I wanted them to be on the theme, so I worked really hard to find them. But it's really hard. And question 33, I want the year of release for Sweet Dreams Are Made of This, Eurythmics. Edmund, bloody hell, this is not good. So name the years. 31, Land of Make Believe, Bucks Fizz. 32, Hungry Like the Wolf, Duran Duran. 33, Sweet Dreams Are Made of This, Eurythmics. It's not got a terribly international feel in the Name the Years this week. Very, very sort of English-looking stuff there. Yeah, see how you do. They are successive years, not successive decades. Good luck with those. Carol St. Martin says, this is fabulous, I got them all. Well, if you did, good. I mean, the good thing is that where we give points for 1 year out, if you're roughly nearby, you're going to pick up some points probably, aren't you? Shall we move on to the lyrics then? 34. I bought a ticket to the world, but now I've come back again. Why do I find it hard to write the next line? Oh, I want the truth to be said. The lyrics to 34. I bought a ticket to the world, but now I've come back again. Why do I find it hard to write the next line? Oh, I want the truth to be said. Fairly iconic sort of lyrics. I think some of them maybe should stand out for a few of you. I know many of you, this just doesn't click in that part of the brain, and that's fine. Hungry Like the Wolf saved the world in an episode of Doctor Who. Doctor Who, an enormously popular TV series that constantly looks like it's had a tenth of the money spent on it than it should have had. I can't get on with it. Sorry, there'll be many of you that are fans, I realised. It's not for me, that one. 35, the lyrics for question 35. I heard that you settled down, that you found a girl and you're married now. I heard that your dreams came true. Guess she gave you things I didn't give to you. We may have lost the theme by this stage, by the way, but you know, it was sort of dreams and things. Anyway, the lyrics once more. 35. I heard that you've settled down, that you found a girl and you're married now. I heard that your dreams came true. Guess she gave you things I didn't give to you. Karen Cox says, worst lyrics round ever. It's going to work for some people. Rugby so much easier, says the great Rugby Genius quiz. Yeah, well, when you know your specialist area, it is a lot easier. So those are the two lyrics. It's like a Radio 2 play. They say, where's Ken Bruce? Ah, Ken Bruce. It's funny, the amount of proper impressionists that have to say the name of the person they're doing. You're like, well... But I've noticed whenever I do Ken Bruce, Ken Bruce on BBC Radio 2. You just kind of have to do it, don't you? Question 36. Out of our music round, it's done, it's dusted. Hopefully you've got that from the two lyrics and our name the years. 36. Which Christian church and charitable organisation which was started in London in 1865 by William Booth and his wife Catherine as the East London Christian Mission? That should be a clue for you, hopefully. Which Christian church and charitable organisation was started in London in 1865 by William Booth and his wife Catherine as the East London Christian Mission? What organisation is that? Oh, the Grey Goose vodka is making me forget my name. By the way, if anyone out there is an avid video editor or would have a lot more patience and time than I would, then the amount of fun we could have finding other little quotes and bits for the book that might come from stuff that's been said through these. If anyone wants to do that, or chop up, smash the videos to pieces and put a compilation together, I don't know. There'd be a lot of fun had on that, wouldn't there? God, you've had a lot to do. I really haven't. Question 37. Which US singer-songwriter is nicknamed The Boss? Question 37. Which US singer-songwriter is nicknamed The Boss? I love Maximus. If you forget, your name's on your shirt. Yes. Nisicus. That's question 37. Which US singer-songwriter is nicknamed The Boss? We have 3 film quotes, and then our series 2 comes to a close. Carol St. Martin wants question 35 again. Well, those were the lyrics. You want them one more time, do you? I heard that you settled down, that you found a girl and you're married now. I heard that your dreams came true. Guess she gave you things I didn't give to you. If we end up on holiday next week, by the way, I mean, we could just tune in. We don't have to do any questions. We'll just do a live. Maybe not. Maybe. It'll be spontaneous. Question 38. Your film quotes. I don't want a childhood. I want to be a ballet dancer. Now, I just want the name of the film here. So if you've got the character as well, and some of these, the film and the character are the same. Yeah, I just want the film title. I don't want a childhood. I want to be a ballet dancer. Yeah, Nick's pub quiz quickly becomes Nick's drinking session. Karen's asked there's an event scheduled for the 19th of August. It's not a mistake. So this is the end of our formal series 2, just to clarify for you all. And then I was approached by the Giving to George's charity, St George's Hospital charity, if I would do a quiz for them in a couple of weeks. So I'm going to be here again in 2 weeks doing a quiz. That was sorted out after I'd officially said I was going to do a 6-week season 2. So that's why. So we've got another quiz in 2 weeks. 2 weeks after that is the start of our monthly quizzing. All right, so that's how it's going to work. It effectively means that I'm just gently weaning us down to monthly. So we've gone from twice a week to once a week. Then it'll actually end up being in 2 weeks' time, I'll be doing another little charity fundraiser. Hopefully the Giving to George's to charity will bring their audience, because I'm not expecting all of you guys to donate again. And then it'll be another 2 weeks. And 2nd of September, I think it is, I said in the email, we'll start our monthly effort. Right, back to the quiz. He's said a million times. Yeah, no cold turkey. That's what you do. Don't invite a drug addict round for Christmas and offer them cold turkey. Inappropriate jokes hour. 38. I don't want a childhood. I want to be a ballet dancer then. What film is that from? 39. With great power comes great responsibility. This is my gift, my curse. What film is that from? Nikki said, I forgot we were doing this twice a week at the beginning. We were at the beginning. For 13 weeks we did it twice a week. Amazing. 39, film quote, with great power comes great responsibility. This is my gift, my curse. What film is that from? And question 40. Film quote, tell me something, my friend. You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? So question 40, what film do you hear? Tell me something, my friend. You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? Got those? Got those films, all 3 of them? And some of you might like to see if there's a bit of fun to be had between questions 27 and 30. Well, the answers mainly. Yeah, the answers. That's your pub quiz. Second half. Let's have some answers. Oh, I was a bit early. For next pub quiz. Oh! 2 men in their mics, Andy, thank you. That is very, very kind of you. Who are they? This is the nature of these sorts of things. You say when someone opens a bar, you're like, I hope you've gone around all the local bars in the area to check the competition. Because I'm kind of prepping for this each week, I don't check the competition. So who are these wonderful people that have got sponsorship? They're cheeky. I don't mind, really. This is great. You guys contribute. You give me a few quid in the pot when I do this. PayPal.me/rugbymedia, Caroline. But we're a community that you cannot buy, and sponsorship would be great, fine, whatever. But I am so proud of the community we have here. Connectivity issues aside tonight, the amount we raised last week, everything we've done. We've raised as a group over £15,000 for charity. Absolutely bonkers. It would be lovely to all be in a room one day and have a cuddle, but in the meantime, we'll have to continue sharing through the ways that we can. But look, it's all been about you. I've just been privileged to sit here and rabbit at you each week and be humbled by you coming back for more. So thank you very, very, very much indeed. So we are going to go for a couple of cocktails at Goldfinch in Tooting in about 10 minutes. Yeah, it'll be a treat if you can make it down there. They've only got a few tables, so if you miss out, I'm terribly sorry. Right, here we go then, because Laura Cusack's got to get out there a bit quicker than me because she's further away. Let's do the answers then for your second half of Nick's Pub Quiz to round off Series 2. The opposites. Hopefully you did all right on these. Sunday morning, question 21. Saturday night, Wigfield. I still really like that song. Shh, don't tell anyone. 22, I teach, you learn. Alanis Morissette, of course. You learn, 22. 23, comedy, tragedy. Yeah, we will post some snaps from the Goldfinch, of course. I'm going to be meeting people I've never seen in the flesh before. If you're coming down, make sure you tell me who you are. Tell you what I will do is at one point I will go live on my Instagram. Nick Heath Sport on my Instagram. I'll do a little Insta live for y'all. So we'll do that. Right, 23, comedy, tragedy. 24, thin-topped boys, fat-bottomed girls, obviously. And 25, ugly man, pretty woman. Yes. Okay, so 26 into the Ditloids. Hopefully you got a 5 out of 5 there. 26, the Ditloids, G and the 3B, Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Goldilocks and the Three Bears. And SW in the 70s, Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. Indeed. Now, on to questions 27 to 30. I think Karen has screamed. Here we go. 27, which word describes a person who is between 80 and 89 years old? Octogenarian. Octogenarian, question 27. 28, obtained from the crocus flower. What's the most expensive spice in the world? Saffron. 29, which museum displays the painting of the Mona Lisa? Louvre. And 30, which great apes are native to Indonesia and Malaysia and are found in the rainforests of Borneo and Sumatra? Orangutan. So, saffron, octogenarian, saffron, Louvre, orangutan, Oslo. A little treat from me to you. Bit of fun. Lovely. Hope you enjoyed. You've got to do something special on your end of the series one, right? Then name the years. Okay, so you will get a mark for either side, half a mark for either side. Who is going to nail these? I was tempted to just tell you it was the 80s. Clearly it was the 80s, or it should have been clear for most, hopefully. Land of Make-Believe, Bucks Fizz was 1981. So now you know how the rest of these answers go. Hungry Like the Wolf, Duran Duran, 82. And Sweet Dreams Are Made of This, Eurythmics, 83. So 1981, 1982 and 1983. If you need a bit of time to work out which ones you were half a year from either side, take a moment. But yeah, if you were 1 year either side, then good. I love it. Caroline in the house. I'm literally in his house. She is. She's 2 doors away from me. Otherwise, it would have been the sinking and stuff. The lyrics, 34. Yes, E.L. James finally got all those right. 3 out of 3. Brilliant work. 34. I bought a ticket to the world, but now I've come back again. Why do I find it hard to write the next line? Oh, I want the truth to be said. It's true, Spandau Ballet, true, Spandau Ballet. I was thinking fantasies, all fairy tales, they're not true. Oh, true, they're not, it's tenuous, but I went with it. 35, I heard you settled down, that you found a girl and you're married now. I heard that your dreams came true. That's why I included this one. Guess she gave you things I didn't give to you. Someone Like You, Adele. Someone Like You, Adele. Hopefully many of you recognise that. Not that version, obviously. Question 36. Which Christian church and charitable organisation was started in London in 1865? It's the Salvation Army, the Sally Army. Salvation Army. Give yourself a point if you got that. 37. The boss is Bruce Springsteen, of course. Bruce Springsteen, 37. And then into the films, 38. I Don't Want a Childhood, I Just Want to Be a Ballet Dancer. Billy Elliot from Billy Elliot. Then with great power comes great responsibility. This is my gift, my curse. Peter Parker, Spider-Man, 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 Spider-Man. Spider-Pig. Spider-Man. Then question 40. Tell me something, my friend. You ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight? That was Batman. Batman, the answer. It was the Joker who said it. Sorry, my phone's giving me an alert. I'll get rid of that. Those are your answers for your second half of next pub quiz. Tell me how you've done. Nick, I'm assuming 19, so close, was your second half score. Because what was the second half score? With 2 Ditloids, must have been 21 probably. Doug and Sue's 27 overall, well done. A 30 was that, 33 for Laura Cusack, very nice. 27, John O'Brien. 40 out of 41 for Casey Morgan, a good score to finish with, absolutely. A 33.5 there for Bradley Cottier. Caroline, as echoed by me, thanks for putting up with a crappy connection. It was a bit. 38.5 for London Lockdown F Scene. 33, Rusty and CJ. Again, thank you for your generosity, buddy, last week. Really, really appreciated. 34.5 out of 41 for the Cornish Inquisition. Garbage, 28. Bearded Frank Sinatra. 35 out of 41 for Rachel. Team Rainbow Nottingham, 33. 32.5 for Team Cornish Chuffed. What have we got? Bum this week, says Jodie. Great. I like the idea of just expressing your scores in a body part. Team Benderlocks with 35. Dave Jones, 33.5. He was with the Cusack. Miserable 25 from some people. Didgery Dodderers, 35. Enjoy the cocktails. Certainly will. I think I'm going to have one of the orange espresso martinis they do. Chocolate orange to start. Just to round off before you all go, E.L. James says, thank you, Nick. Have fun in Corfu and tonight at the Goldfinch. Thank you very, very, very much. And thank you for your contribution last week. Who else have we got? Robin. Hello, Robin, 24. Love the quiz and seeing your face again. Cheers to you, old boy. Delighted to take a part. Well, thank you very much. Just to check then, just to mark your card, to make it clear, that is it for Series 2. We are back in 2 weeks doing another normal one. It's just for St George's Hospital charity. If you want to, contribute, then please do, obviously. But you have been so generous with last week's Rennie Grove quiz. I am not bleeding you, my community, for any more cash. Come and be my community, attend, don't feel guilty for not contributing, and we'll have a lovely time in 2 weeks. I will email you in a couple of weeks to remind you, and then we will start monthly from the 2nd of September. So that's the plan there. Is there anything else? Yeah, the link at the end of your email, if you had one, is where you can send some photos, some selfies, some sketches, some art, some poems, whatever you fancy. That makes it all yours as much as ours, as much as anybody else's. You have all been absolutely lovely. Last time for me. Mitzi, thank you. We are heading down the Goldfinch in a minute. What is it, 9:23? I reckon we can be there in about 12 minutes. Thanks all. It's been a treat. You are magnificent to be here with, and I will see you all in a couple of weeks or a couple of weeks. Thanks, sis. See you all. Cheerio.